10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Merry Christmas. No, it's not the young Kris Kringle. It is, in fact, the Monday Morning Racer. And look, to each and every one of you out there, Merry Christmas. And we just want to very quickly say thank you. And I got a guy on the show tonight. He couldn't steal Christmas, but he might very well try to steal drag racing for all we know.
What's up, everybody? It's Grinch here. Just here to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Don't leave your race tree out because I might steal it here.
Well, Grinch and all, glad 2020 will be over soon. We'll get back to things hopefully as normal in 2021. Again, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Let me bring Sam on as well. Sam. And look, Sam, what do you think about the response of the Competition Plus Power Hour in the early going, man?
Man, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's reached out, everyone that has kind of watched us and help us grow. Thank you guys for your support and for watching what we have to say. Lee and I both, we're super appreciative of it. Thank you for you guys who have listened on any of your podcast platforms. Don't forget, if you've ever missed an episode, you can go back and watch those. So I'm thankful for the people that come back week in, week out and listen to what we have to say.
Definitely, man. It's been great. I mean, man, wasn't the Roy Hill stories and the Ricky Smith, Pat Moosey stories, wasn't that great? I mean, I didn't know if we were ever going to get off that night.
No, I mean, that's what's kind of great about it is, right? We could sit back on a night where we may have a million questions to ask these people, but we can sit back and just listen to their stories and just take it all in, and experience pretty much what they went through or what they're going through. Just to relive that was kind of cool. And like we all said, to have a cell phone back in that day or to be able to record some of that stuff and see it, what an epic experience it would have been to be able to do that. But also to just sit there and listen to it was cool for me.
Definitely. So look, in the chat, folks, here's our question for tonight. If you could get one Christmas gift for drag racing as a fan, what would it be? It could be something of drag racing itself, maybe a form of memorabilia. I don't know. What under the tree would you like to see for drag racing? Look, speaking of Christmas, the boss, Bobby Bennett, he decided not to be a Scrooge this year. And he said, hey, we could have Christmas off. I think we even get him Christmas bonus. No coal this year, Sammy.
Hey, who knows? I think he saw the Grinch mask that I had on. And he saw that before, so he's like, I don't want to be the Grinch this year. But thanks, boss man, for letting us, come on and just kind of talk Christmas for a little bit with you guys, to our fans out there. So, I mean, that's definitely going to be good. But we're going to be back right before New Year, so that'll be a good show. My last show as a 29-year-old stepping into the 30 world. So that's going to be fun there, Lee.
It's I'm you're growing up, man. That's so nice to see. It's so nice to see. Hey, Competition Plus TV, the boss man himself that has had mercy on us little tiny Tims. He has said nitro dry hops. He wants nitro dry hops back. I like that. Some dry hops back. It was nothing like some dry hops back in the day. Cool to see. I want to see stock appearing modern funny car bodies. That's what I want for Christmas.
Man, I mean, I just want to go racing again. I mean, I haven't been behind the wheel of my 87 Fox body in 3 years. So if I could get a motor underneath the Christmas tree, it wouldn't fit. But if I could get that underneath there, that would be a great present for me this year. So can't complain.
Doug Hopkins, he mentions a short block from Ohio Crank, 565 big block there. Look, you got Destroyer 1320. He's saying some high quality Competition Plus gear. Yes, you can get that for Christmas or New Year's, folks.
And it's all on sale
65. It's all on sale. Too Fast 65. He says a full season schedule. Oh my goodness. Yes, I completely agree. A full season
that's
schedule.
Like life, but that's more life goals. Like, I mean, Christmas and life goals. We just want that, completely for the 2021 race season for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. He follows
Full stands.
up with full stands. Man, I can agree with that. Yes. More people at the track interacting with folks, that definitely will be great once again. Hey, if you're out there and you need some tools, Power Built Tools, promo code MMR15, 15% off, folks. Go get it.
Or if you don't like him because of his glasses, you can use promo code MadBro15.
Well,
competition.
Mine's shorter, and it can, you can type it in quicker. I'm just saying that's a lot easier.
Still.
All right, we're going to move on. Mark says he wants throttle whacking in the pits on fuel cars. Mark, there are a few that still do it, like the Leverage Gang. They do it. Terry Haddock began doing it again. But I want all of them doing it. That's what I want. I want every fuel car. And matter of fact, I want them to do like the Lagana's done. Like when they would win around, they would add an extra whack. And like when you got to the finals, it was 4 throttle whacks. I want that.
I could use a new trailer too. I mean, right trailer, new trailer would be nice.
Our boss, Bobby Bennett, on Competition Plus TV, let me throw this shade up here. Woo! Race fans who act like they love drag racing. Oh, wow. Man, look, there are some fans out there. You really got to wonder, as much as they gripe, if they actually love the sport or not. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, everybody's got to have something to argue about. I mean, let's be real. If it wouldn't be controversy, it wouldn't be racing or anything, in the world we live in, if we're not having the controversy of it. So
true. A little controversy helps push the ball down the road, or, a fist to the nose, or the nose to the fist, as Bobby Allison would say. It helps things out occasionally. It does. Randy here says a trip down the track with Larry Dixon's 2-seat top fuel car. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I got another one. Christmas gift would be a video of you on that motorcycle, on Andy's motorcycle.
Dude, I don't know if Mike is in here yet, but look, I'm calling Mike, and I'm like, Mike, you said it. I'm holding you to it.
With the pink seatbelts, I will send you those today that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I want those pink seatbelts, man. Yes.
Hey, we can put them in your car, your Kia.
Yeah. Well, what we're thinking about doing with my Kia. You know what me and Lou are thinking about? Dude, we're thinking about pulling out that 1.6 liter 4-cylinder monster and dropping in the V8 Hyundai motor and turning it into an all-wheel drive pro touring car. That's what we're thinking about.
Just get the Dodge van and turn that into a touring car. Hey,
no.
Finally, Lee, I hope you see this comment. Ron Peggy, do you see that? They love the glasses. Finally. Someone is on your side. Yes.
Look, whether you were on my side or you're not on my side, thank you for commenting, and I appreciate the love. Thank you. I appreciate the love. Hey, I wasn't the only one wearing glasses. I was doing a show earlier tonight, and Jared of Lou and Jared, he was wearing some shades too.
Looks like the Insider has something to say for us tonight.
He is? Let me. Well, I need to, in that case, look, Sam, take the show. I got to send somebody an email then, okay?
What do you want me to talk about? Yeah, I can put on the Grinch costume again. All right, everybody. Let's see. Some housekeeping stuff. If you guys think of anything or anyone that you would kind of really like to see an email about, not an email, see on the show, please email us. And I will put the email in the comments below, but it is powerhourcp@gmail.com. Power Hour CP for Competition Plus @gmail.com. Please email us any ideas you guys have, anyone that you would really like us to interview or get information about, anything for Jeff or Ren, for the Insider, or if you guys just have questions, for Lee or myself, or for Bobby, if you guys want to get a hold of us, please email us at powerhourcp@gmail.com. Also, if you have not done already, go over to any of your major platforms for a podcast that you can listen to, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, anything like that, and type in Competition Plus Power Hour, and you can go and listen to all the previous episodes, and you can subscribe to that. That way, every time we drop one, say you're on the road and you miss some parts of a Tuesday night and you want to watch it on Wednesday or listen to it, whatever, you can listen to it then. So those are a couple of great things. Don't forget the virtual reality drag racing association on Competition Plus. Stay tuned to that. Go over and get your Competition Plus apparel. I have a mask that I'll be wearing when I'm traveling here over the holidays. So those are really comfortable. Going down into the comments, best experience in my life is starting fuel on Mondays at Norwalk. Exactly. What about some EW guys?
Yeah, Mark, look, standing on the line for a Top Fuel launch funny car, there is nothing quite like it at all. The only way, the way I describe it is like your life is put on pause for a moment. That's the best way I can describe it. I mean, you know it's coming, you're flinching, you're trying to hold on, and boom, it just blasts you. It is spectacular.
Got a question for you. When was the first time you were baptized by Nitro?
The first time. So for me, I do not know what year. I'm not sure what year it was. I can tell you this. Jolly Rancher was still heavily involved in NHRA drag racing because I can remember taking the Jolly Ranchers back home, and on my mom's long coffee table, I had a green one and like a red one, and the red one was Bernstein and the green one was John Force. And I remember acting like they were drag cars going down the long coffee table, the little Jolly Ranchers. But it would have been early 90s, Southern Nationals, Atlanta at some time. It would have been around that time frame. I remember that time distinctly, and I came away with the little Jolly Ranchers and the big plastic dragster, and I played with the Jolly Ranchers more, actually. It's kind of fascinating. So, yeah.
There you go.
Hey, talking about a guy who is baptized in Nitro, we have our pit insider on. Didn't know that was going to happen. Right now, Jeff
turned into a full show.
Jeff, what happened? Come back, Jeff. We lost him, guys. Jeff, he's going to work on that. He's going to come back. Hey, this guy chimes in. Corey, he says, you should have Cameron Ferre on, who is my co-pilot in the off-road racing class. Corey, we definitely want to have Cameron on. I've been trying to get Cameron on my show, but he's also a professor, like literally a professor at a school in the Bodyworks, and haven't been able to get him on my show. Well, yeah, we need to have him here. We need to have him on my show. He needs to be on the podcast there with Sam. And very cool, he's been riding shotgun with you in the what are those, man? Are they Volkswagen buggies that y'all are riding in? Corey Ryder, chime in for us, okay?
I think they are. I was going to ask you a question. I really just had a brain fart there.
That is not good live, man. You can't do that live.
It's America.
America, baby. America.
Hey, okay, got another question for you. Just came back to me. What is your favorite Christmas movie? I want to hear from you guys in the comments too. But I want to know what your favorite Christmas movie is.
What is my favorite Christmas movie? Look,
favorite
Christmas movies. Put them in the chat right now. Let us know. For me, dude, hands down, I know this one. Dude, I know it. I solidly know it. There is no debate for me. None whatsoever. It is a Muppets Christmas Carol. The best Christmas movie.
What?
Whatever. Yes, it is.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
This guy.
Look, the cartoon version, I give you that. Cartoon.
No,
version.
Jim Carrey.
No.
Yes.
No.
Hands down.
No. It was to Jim Carrey. No.
Wow. Unbelievable.
No. Hey, we got some folks saying Christmas Vacation. Okay, got Christmas Vacation. Buddy the Elf. Is that a whole movie or is it just Elf?
No. He's talking about Elf, and his name
Elf.
is Buddy.
Okay, Elf. You know, I haven't actually seen Elf. I need to do that. I need to watch it this year. I haven't.
That is un-American of you to not have seen that movie.
Or is it un-North Polian of me? I mean, because think about it.
Either way.
Hey, look, it's Christmas right here on the show. I think we got Jeff now. Jeff, are you? Yeah. Yes, Jeff.
Woohoo! On the
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
You were supposed to come in with a mask of some sort, like a big beard. I mean, that works. There you go. There you go. Merry
That's as
Christmas.
good as I got.
Hey, Jeff, do you happen to have I don't know if you have it or not. Do you have a nostalgia fire retardant front shield, with the breathers? You need to do that next time.
Yeah, I can look for one of them, but I don't
There
have
you go. There you go. Jeff, what do you got for us?
Well, so kind of surprising news I just heard the other day. And since the team hasn't announced it yet, I'm not going to come out and say everything, but I'll give you enough hints you can figure out who it is. So a pretty big name crew chief in the fuel ranks just found out he got let go the other day. And the team, which kind of came out of nowhere and won one of the Indy races and probably should have won Las Vegas race as well, that was the team. So he was surprised about hearing that. It's pretty amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't like. No, time out. We talked about this last week. Everybody knows a little something, and they're just holding back. I don't like this.
Well,
Can you
should be able
text
to
me and
figure
tell
this
me?
out. You can figure it out, right?
I mean, look, there is so much moving and shaking going on right now. 2021, I mean, if everybody thought 2020 was wild, from a competitive standpoint, I think 2021 is going to be wild. I mean, look, in my opinion, Cruz automatically comes a top 5 player again. I mean, he, with his driving capabilities and who now he has as a team, yeah.
As we all know, I mean, you get to a certain point as a driver, like, not a guy you picked up at Home Depot or something, but I mean, an actual driver, right? It's probably 80, 85% your team, your crew chief, your car, and you're going to win the odd race on a hole shot. You're going to win the odd race by outpedaling somebody, but most of the time it's going to be you and your team that make you go to the next level. And with what Cruz did, I totally agree with you. There's a car that, could have won the championship pretty easily this year. And he's got everybody from there, not just the crew chief. He's got all the guys working on the car as well. So it's going to make a huge difference for Cruz next year. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And on top of that, I got a little bit more news. I don't know if you ever watched the movie Hunt for Red October, but this comes from kind of the same guy that didn't expect in that one, that a crew chief who's won more championships than anything else may be getting close to a deal. So that's not 100% for sure, like the one I told you earlier, but that's kind of exciting news for 2021.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Jeff, man, making us going to have to do some homework and start digging and pick up the phones and what's happening. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. And then of course, the whole Tony Stewart video that came out the other day, obviously working for Frank Hawley. Yeah. I mean, I knew about that like a while back, obviously, since I work for Frank, but that's pretty exciting news that, Tony's not just interested in drag racing, but who knows what's going to happen. I have no inside information there, but I would imagine if Tony Stewart wanted to get into racing and he was going to have a 1 or 2 car deal, I don't know if I see him going to an established team already. I think he has enough contacts where he would just start his own team and do everything himself out of his own shop, own everything. And, if you have the money, there's not too many guys I'm going to go to first, as a crew chief or to build a team. So I'm hoping that happens. I mean, I think Tony's a pretty cool guy, and it'd be some great, great support for our sport, some name recognition, kind of like Alexis coming in. He may just going to bring people in from other venues.
Definitely. What I like about the potential of Tony coming in, or even just Tony exploring, is Tony is one of those guys, I call them motorsportists. They love all forms of motorsports. I mean, when you look at his career, you've got, Chili Bowl, you've got midgets, you've got wing sprints, you've got open wheel with IndyCar, you've got NASCAR. He hopped in that F1 car. I mean, I just appreciate a guy that's willing to try so many different things. And he knows from the promoting, owning side too. He's an all-around guy. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is. Lots of support out there. And, I've been looking at some of the comments on his post, and some of the guys were like, hope you race in alcohol first and this and that. I go, that guy has more experience than, I'm not going to say all the other drag racers out there, but all his experience that he has, he's a professional. He's not going to have a problem hopping in a top fuel car and running well if he has to. No doubt about that.
All right. I got to ask you guys, what do you think about Bristol? What's about to happen at Bristol? What do you guys think about that? Putting dirt, Bristol, what do you think?
I can't see them not having a race there. I mean, the venue's been around for a long time, forever, really. And, mean, I raced there 20 years ago, so I cannot see them not racing at Bristol. I'm sure there's some logistics have to come into play, but it's a great facility. I mean, obviously the Bruton Smith track, and I'm sure all the people would love to go there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's different, especially now with putting dirt in Bristol and having everyone run down there. There's a lot of guys from around here, from the IMCA rinks. This is kind of talking circle track stuff since we're talking. We are talking Tony Stewart, so I think that is that maybe a 1 year race? Is that a couple of year race? Have you guys looked into that at all?
You know, they did it, I think, 2 years in a row the last time they did it, and then there has been like a 20-year break. So, yeah, I mean, I hope it's more than just one, because it looks like they are throwing a whole lot more weight into that, because it's not just the World of Outlaws this time. It is late models. It is World of Outlaws. It's street stocks. They are doing, it's Dirt National Week in effect. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be spectacular. Now, here we go. Dirt on the drag strip, funny car versus Top Fuel. There we go. Let's get that worked out. That would be a crazy show.
Yeah, I mean, they did that in Rockingham, right? A long time ago. They had the staggered start and had Top Fuel against Funny Car. I thought it was kind of neat.
I definitely think they need to bring it back. I mean, look, it doesn't have to be every year. That's something, like, even to me, the 4-wide, that doesn't even necessarily have to be every year or have 2 races a year. You know, it can have some mystique to it. Do it every other year. Do it every 3 years. Come up with something, else in between that. And look, we've got the news out there. Mark's mentioning, and we're talking about venues. There's some talk about Tulsa time, and Tulsa may be coming on to the list. You know anything about that track, Jeff? I haven't been there personally. What do you know about it?
I raced there for the first time last year in the Nostalgia Series. So great facility. The owners are awesome. I mean, I think Keith Haney's there, and they do a great job. Is the place big enough for what we see at a national event? I don't know, but definitely lots of hotels around there, and the racetrack is like superb. So it's as good as any other one you're going to race on. So that's pretty neat. You guys heard about Fontana, right? They're taking the 2.5 mile deal and turning it down to a 1/2 mile track. So
yep.
That's pretty amazing. That's kind of in my backyard. I haven't heard anything about the drag race deal there yet, if they're going to keep that going or what's going to happen. But there's definitely a lot of exciting things going on right now.
Sure. It's an interesting time for motorsports. And look, you mentioning the Fontana, no one has really talked about the drag strip implications there. There might be more room. Never know. Maybe another event in California, but at Fontana, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we move away from Pomona. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, look, John, I know.
I was just laughing about that.
The
Great
hat
comment.
plus the glasses plus the beard. Wow. Look, I amaze myself at times. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You, honestly, Lee, if you showed up to the track with a shirt that said that, game changer.
Dude, that's a part of my brand. John, thank you. New part of my brand right there. The hat plus the glasses plus the beard. Woo! Do that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But there's supposed to be. Go ahead.
What you guys were talking about with, funny car and night and all that, I think we just need to have like an all-star week. Like every other sport does it. So this is a chance where you get a pro stock, you say, hey, guess what? You're an all-star. You've done this. Now we're going to really put you to the test. We want you to run a pro stock, a Top Fuel, dragster, and a funny car in the same weekend. Put you to the test. Put you down the track. I think put you down the track, let you guys run, and take like a points average, and there you go.
Yeah, that would be a big I think the Top Fuel and Funny Car deal wouldn't be that hard of a crossover. I mean, obviously a lot of people have done it, but to hop in a pro stock car, they require a fair amount of skill shifting them on time, no doubt about it, not taking anything away from the fuel drivers. But, they may not drive as good, but you take a pro stock person and put them in a funny car, that could be kind of crazy. So I don't know if you have enough insurance for that.
Hey, but I mean, that way everybody, you know what I mean? You're not going to go out there and try and set the world on fire. But I think it'd just be a cool thing to say, hey, guess what? We're having an all-star weekend. Boom, here you go. It'd be fun for everybody, a little off-season fun.
Well, what if it, I've always wanted in drag racing, because we don't get to see some competitors go up against other competitors in other classes. Like, I want to see, Erica Enders face off against John Force. Well, we're not going to see that unless we put them in like factory stock or something. That'd be cool to see, I think. I think that's doable.
Yeah, you could.
Maybe that's the way we go with it.
Yeah, you could definitely find something to drive that was maybe not quite as challenging as hopping in like a 3-second nitro funny car or something, but maybe do like the Frank Hawley kind of thing. Get a nostalgia funny car out there and get like a top dragster, like a blown out alcohol top dragster out there, and or a fuel car, and see how everybody does in it. I think it would be kind of fun.
I definitely think it would be fun. I think it would be fun. Look, Jeff, I mentioned earlier that, for Christmas, I would love to see modern stock appearing funny car bodies. Do you think that it's ever going to happen? You think it will? I mean, or is it the time past and it's just not going to happen?
It's probably going to happen the same time they go back to a quarter mile, I would say. Like
there we go. There we go.
Not that I wouldn't like to see quarter mile, because obviously the nostalgia cars, you race quarter mile, but with the way the cars are set up in some of the tracks, I don't think it's viable to do it. You can change your tune up a little bit and everything to go along that line. And it's obviously, I've known Graham White for a long time, and I've known people in NHRA. And out of all the changes they've ever made to the sport, the quarter mile to 1,000 foot still comes up today. They still get emails from people that want to go back to quarter mile, and everybody's got their opinions. If you had to do it, you would have to slow the cars down. So now you'd be looking at a good funny car run, maybe 490 to a 510, depending on the conditions, and a top fuel, 470 to a 490. I think the things they're looking for, they remember, like the big top end charge, you wouldn't have that anymore, because you'd have to limit the car, and you'd probably do it with a supercharger or something. So it'd be maxed out by half track, and nobody be passing each other at the end. There wouldn't be as many blowups, which would probably be good. But I just don't see it happening. And now you got alcohol cars that run in the 5.0s. So can you have an alcohol car, or a fuel car run within a tenth or two of a second of the pros in the class? There's just so much there to talk about. Would I like to see maybe a few tracks run quarter mile and a few not, the ones that have the big shutdowns and everything? I think it'd be kind of cool, but definitely would be a change in the tune-up. But shit, that's what the crew chiefs get paid for, right? Change the tune-ups around a little bit, and let's make the fans happy.
Yeah, bingo. I mean, and let's just make it one qualifier. Why not?
Well, now you're getting crazy.
Now we're getting crazy. There we go. Hey, Jeff, if I'm not mistaken, your first or second national event win, like what? It was what, Maple Grove? You were working with Paul Smith, and is that right?
Yeah. So it was 1996. I had got my license with Paul at the end of 1994. With no other real reason other than just I thought it'd be cool to drive. I had a 6-second altered, and kind of always wanted to drive a funny car. Went down to West Palm, got licensed in one day, and if that would have been the end of it, that would have been cool. But next year, Paul called me up and said, "Hey, you want to come down to Gainesville? I'll work you a really good deal." And I thought, "Oh my God, this is so cool! I get to race in front of like all these people and against my heroes." So I went, "All right, let's do that." So I sent him some money. I remember going to Gainesville. I remember sitting in the car, did the burnout, and got on the break after the burnout, and the front end started shaking a bit. And I went, "That's kind of weird." But I stopped and I kind of looked around and I went, "Holy shit, there's like all kinds of people around here. This is awesome," right? I started backing up, and the car turned left. I went, "Well, that's kind of weird." And then it turned right. So unbeknownst to me, it had bent the steering arm down. So one wheel was pointed straight and the other one was pointed the other way. So now I'm thinking to myself, and now I feel like, I can't even back the car up. So long story short, the race gets rained out, and we come back the next week, and we only have like 2 qualifiers to get in. I think it was a couple of weeks. So I had to stay down in Florida, and we ended up qualifying, and it was like really badass just to qualify at a national event. And then I remember we went to the second national event because, Paul said, "I'll give you a good deal on the next one." So we went to Englishtown. There was only 15 cars there, so I knew we would qualify. And Paul told me, he goes, "Don't cross the center line. That'll screw a run up." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Well, it almost crossed the center line because smoked the tires. And I'm like, at least we got in. So we're putting the car together for first round against Mark Oswald. And Mark was number 2 qualifier. And he had run like 518, 520, 519, 518, like the best car there. And we're putting the car together, and this clutch disc was missing this big piece out of it. And I said to Paul, "Is that okay?" He goes, "Yeah, don't worry about it." We ended up going out there and running low ET of race day and putting Mark Oswald on the trailer first round. It went 5:13.291. I remember it like yesterday. And if I could have ended there, that would have been really cool. But like you said, later on the next year, we went to my actual home track first and got to race there against John Force, Chuck Etchells, and Tom Hoover. And in the end, we ended up winning the thing and setting the new Canadian, ET track record. So that again was a huge dream. And I was like, that's unbelievable. I could just end my career here. And lo and behold, a couple of months later, a couple of my buddies and I drive down to Reading. I'm not supposed to drive or anything. And we get down there and Paul said his ankle hurt. He goes, "Hey, you want to drive?" I said, "Sure, why not?" And one of my friends goes, "Hey, that's cool. You could win the race." And I went, "Yeah, like right." And we ended up winning the race. So it was a last minute deal, like an hour to spare before qualifying started. And there we go. Paul Smith. I mean, he's the man. Mike Smith was working on it. Brooks Brown, Andy Nearing, a few of the guys. It was just kind of a small volunteer crew, and went right to the final. We outran everybody and left on everybody. So it was a great day.
Cool, man. Cool. We lost him. Whoops.
Oh, still here.
Yep. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, it's there is footage out there of that on YouTube. If you go search, you can find it. And I don't know. The demeanor from Paul Smith to Mike Smith, midnight, it's literally like night and day difference. It's just completely different. And the family dynamic there fascinates me.
Yeah, Bodie's kind of in the middle. The other brother, yeah, John, he's kind of in the middle between Mike and Paul, but that's a great family. They've been racing forever. And I always say I owe a lot of my success to Paul Smith, and he helped me get the ride over Colettas when that came up, and him and like Del Worsham and a few other people I had driven for. So it's a great family out there.
Sam, you got anything?
I'm just soaking it in, man. I mean, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and I don't know. I'm excited. I kind of just got a text of some new news that I can tell you about here in a minute there, Lee. I don't want to spoil the beans yet, but
okay.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting that one. So
all right.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff.
Good.
I'll text you. I'll send you an email, Jeff.
Sounds good. I'll let you guys get back to business. You guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, Jeff.
Hey,
Merry
Jeff,
Christmas.
I'll be in your neck of the woods here for a couple of days in California. So, but I know everything's locked down. So,
but hit me up. We can go look at the Pomona track anyway. So it's right around the corner.
You got something we can take a spin down the track?
We can try.
I'll email you about that.
Sounds good.
Email him. Yeah, email him.
We'll send you video, Lee.
Yeah. Hey, slip that 50 to the guard and just, turn your eye away, yeah. Turn it away. Jeff, look, Merry Christmas to you. Enjoy a Christmas cigar, man. Enjoy that.
I will. I'm doing that right now. Take care, guys.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right.
Thank
See you later.
Man, it is cool to have Jeff Arend as our pit insider. So much experience. He crews, he drives, and the nostalgia, the big show. I mean, so cool. So cool, man.
Yeah. It's nice to see people that are still involved and still want to go and grow and learn more and still, get those phone calls and get the information that some of us are always wondering. And it's nice when he jumps on and kind of tells us stuff that we were thinking, we have questions about, and he can answer all those. And for all you guys out there, once you send your emails in, they do go to Jeff. He gets them, and that's some of the information that he's going to be telling you. Some of the stuff, the spoiler alerts that he dropped tonight, it's definitely information that if you guys had questions about, those are the things we're going to talk about. So there's a lot going on right now in the drag racing world, even with everything that's going on in the regular everyday world. So it's exciting. I mean, like I said, the message I just got, it's mind blowing. So, I mean, I'm excited for 2021.
Me too. And look, I love what John says here. Between Christmas, Festivus, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Boxing Day, and New Year's, we can keep the party going into 2021. Yes, sir, we can. And I hope 2021 is the best year we've all seen. And it probably will after the year we've experienced in 2020.
I think it's going to be because I used to be the Grinch, as you guys saw when we started the show, and my heart has grown 2 sizes. So who knows? There might be more love in the world in 2021 if the Grinch himself can give everyone Christmas.
Sam, I didn't know you had a heart.
I didn't until this year.
Until this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Okay. It grew.
You
right.
you see the Grinch reference I did there? Movie
I do.
Sorry.
I do.
One man's trash is another man's potpourri.
That's right. That's right. Look, folks, thank you all for joining with us and chatting away. We've enjoyed it. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your New Year. We weren't supposed to go this long, but we were having fun anyway with all of you. We will be back next week, same time, same place, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who do we got? I don't know yet, but Sam, take it away.
Hey, everybody. Once again, if you listen to any of the podcasts, thank you for doing that. Thumbs up to you guys. Any question you guys have, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. We will see you before New Year's. We'll see you next week, like Lee said. Special guest, if you guys got any questions, please email us in. Again, the email is powerhourcp@gmail.com. And check us out on all of our socials. Check out Lee's page, The Monday Morning Racer. Myself, Mad Bro Motorsports and Outlaw Performance ENT. Till next week, signing out. Peace.